All right, let's not go on about who killed who.
That particular war crime, though, is different because it was a lot of fun for everybody involved.
So the extent of the war crime and whether or not it's a bad one is based on how fun it is for people.
I think it's more the extent to which any given person gets shit about it.
Look, in
Okay,
my opinion, the only one that
I can
was
see that.
really bad was Lev and the Drow, and that's because they weren't hurting anybody. We could have just walked past them. We all knew this, and Lev just murdered them over a spider.
They were hurting it. A spider. That was my best friend.
Okay, Gargamel.
Imagine somebody
Right?
throwing your apprentice to the dogs, for instance. Oh
I
wait,
mean, he's done that himself, so
yeah.
I don't think I don't think you would get mad about that at this point.
So considering that, is Bash really the one to be passing moral judgment on me here?
Oh, I'm not passing judgment. I'm just saying that was the worst war crime. But I mean, I'm not passing judgment on you as a wizard or a person or a thing, whatever you are now.
Still a pixie.
Yeah, but like you're an abnormally large pixie, so I'm not sure you really meet the definition of a pixie at this point.
I do. I'm just big. People like humans with gigantism aren't not human because they're big.
Yeah, they are. They're not human.
They're giants. They're literally giants at that point.
Okay, well, he's the world's largest pixie.
Did a war crime occur when I last?
No, we were just talking.
Oh,
We were
okay.
reminiscing.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes, the good times. Good times, the war.
Trying to figure out who to blame for the most recent war crimes and if they were going to commit any new ones now that both Zag and Caroline are out today.
A little bit of our moral compass is missing, so yeah, I can see how this conversation would go there.
Your volume is kind of low, Joel. I can't hardly hear you.
Okay, good. I thought it was me. I couldn't hear it. I can't hear him at all.
Oh, here, let me check it out. See what's going on here. That better?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Not that.
Keep talking. I mean, it could be better, and we just don't know it. Keep at it, Joel. What else do you got to say?
Can't hear you at all now. You just made it worse.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
A little bit better.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
You're about 2 by 5.
And
Testing 1, 2, 3.
3 by
A little
5.
better.
Testing.
4.
Testing.
A bit more.
Testing.
A little bit more.
I am spinning this fucking microphone volume thing. I mean, it's like the 18th iteration, and
There you go. Now I
Okay.
can actually hear you normally.
Yeah,
okay,
now we can hear you.
I'll be sure and not fuck with that again. Okay.
you know,
A
I
little to the
remember
left.
when I was a kid, every time I got on the internet to do something with friends, it was always like that. Like you had to make 3 trips to the freaking Radio Shack and like uninstall and reinstall like 3 pieces of software and who knows what else.
Oh yeah, remember what was it? The IRQs on the
Oh, yeah.
soundbar
Yep.
blaster was like IRQ5 or something. The interrupts.
Yeah, and you're just like, what?
And switch
I have
to
to
7
reset and
somehow.
restart my computer every time.
Yeah.
What I hated was games trying to detect your sound card and you had an off-brand and they couldn't recognize it.
Yeah, back in the old days where you had you learned computer troubleshooting because you wanted to play that game so badly.
I mean, really, red alerts.
Yeah.
That's why people got
I mean,
inside.
DOS protected mode, anyone?
I literally had a friend who didn't understand why I sucked so bad at a first-person shooter until he came over to my house and realized how bad my video card was, and that he could literally run circles around me, and I couldn't see anybody. Like I couldn't see them because if you just ran a circle, like you would literally your frame rate would outrun me.
Too beautiful. I love it.
Like it was great. Those were the days.
I cast slow on your video card.
I mean, really. That's funny. Back when I was in California, I actually could afford to get a decent gaming computer. And with the one PvP server that I plan on being in New York, I have a ping of about 40. So my only problem is I can't aim for shit. So usually when I'm gunning for people, I'm using an MG42. That's where you just unload in an area and at least 8 or 10 bullets will hit them. You don't have to aim so much.
Spray and pray.
You just hear burp and then blood flies everywhere.
Ah, the good old days. All right, so when last we left our intrepid adventurers,
Chat here.
when last we left our intrepid adventurers, you guys had pretty much finished clearing out the stronghold of the Githyanki, the outpost that contained Fedefensor. And at this point, there's no longer any Githyanki's living or dead. You've asked Marvin how to move the base, and he told you it has no ability to move. You'd have to get basically dwarven smiths to rearrange the buildings so they could fly it and install a skull jammer and a bunch of other shit needs to happen. And you guys figured out that that's a reality. What else was I gonna say? Things that we didn't finish last two times. There was a piece of treasure that I think you guys picked up but didn't do anything about, and I want to make sure that you understand that you have it, and that is the piece of glass, the pitcher with a sculpted pitcher with 7 dragons bejeweled and sculpted about it, and the throne itself, the throne in number 7. So those are the last 2 things that I don't think you guys did anything about. I think you decided not to touch the throne or the ball of treasure in 13. But I know that you did pick up the dragon glass vial pitcher and hadn't done anything with that. That is, I think, all that we've got so far.
So you all explored a new area in 16. Checking stuff out.
16 and 16 was the warlock's quarters. You explored the warlock's quarters, found some scrolls with the very powerful, crazy ass spells and an iron flask. And then in 17, it's a very basic room, guest quarters basically. The other ones down here, 21 was a giant common room. These are, what do you call those? These are tower levels. Basically, are outposts, and you can visualize them here. So you had the pathway went down, and you had like a little guard post here, and then a room, and then an even taller tower with another guard post. And there were 3 of those that branched out from the bottom floor here. So 3 guard posts, guard towers that branched out from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And then going up, you had one. I think that one you get to by this area or
I
this.
said when I leave here, we put a for rent sign and timeshares available sign on the place.
If they wonder if they're compensating for something.
I mean, could well be. But yeah,
I was gonna say we should booby trap it before we leave.
So those were the 4 towers that branch out from the main area, and you guys tell me what you want to do at this point.
Say we search any areas that we haven't already searched, make sure all the corpses have been stripped, and chuck them out the airlock. Because we may want to come back to this. It's kind of a fixed stationary spot in space, and it may get reoccupied. We can't really control that unless we have the garrison. We don't have the troops for that. So I'd say we clean it up and
I mean,
clear it out.
we could have the troops for that.
How so?
Oh no.
Yes, that plus booby traps.
I have ways of making them.
Oh.
Let's see. So you can make some service workers, huh?
Yeah,
Service workers?
I've got this sending stone for a temp agency, let's say. So if we want to leave people here to like guard the place, we can do that.
I guess we won't be throwing the bodies out then, now will we?
We could, but I mean, it's up to y'all. I'm just putting it on the table as an option.
So you're suggesting you reanimate some of the dead as a garrison on the...
More or less.
I'm chaotic neutral, fine by me.
Look, our cleric is gone right now. I think we should take full advantage of the situation. With all due respect to him, we don't know if we'll ever see him again. He's on another plane. Just do this thing.
All right, guys.
Look, he'll probably come back from another plane pregnant. We know what that Get Yankee cleric's all about, now don't we? I think he was still in female form when he went.
I'm gonna put on a little demonstration with one of the foot soldiers. I'm going to put on the claw that we got from the big bad drow priestess, and I will use it to animate him. I think you're talking, Victor, but you're muted.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Lev acquires a negative level,
Yes, he does.
but he also acquires the ability to animate or create revenants.
Check that shit out.
Oh, holy shit. That's
See,
not just lower level undead, those are revenants.
Yeah.
The helm of bad alignment taste. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Project looks mildly disgusted. Stalks off.
Okay, now we're getting judgmental. Now we're getting. You guys were like, "Oh, go for it, go for it."
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Bash just shrugs and doesn't understand what the big deal is.
Carlos says, well, they defended it before, they can defend it again. Except they'll be defending it for us.
That's true. Okay. The thing is, though, I gain a negative level from wearing this, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, if I take it off, they won't be under my control anymore.
If you put it back on, will they go back under your control?
I don't remember that you've tried that yet.
Oh, then I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's more of a glove though. It's like a claw.
Simon says.
So, Broderick, would you mind being ready to fill this thing full of holes if it turns hostile?
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
That I will do.
Thank you. All right, so I will stand back, and I will take the claw off and see what happens.
He begins making TikTok videos. Broderick shoots it.
Well, wait to see if it gets hostile first.
Okay. Well, it depends on how good the TikTok videos are.
He's looking for ratings, don't judge him.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty good stuff on TikTok these days.
Who exactly are you reanimating?
Just one of the basic foot soldiers. And I feel like it would be prudent to ensure that he is not armed. So
Not
he
bad
would take his
idea.
weapon.
give him a halibut as a weapon.
Can they still speak
Okay.
Yankee if they've been changed into a reverend?
The oh, say again your last twos. Okay. The Githyanki stands up when you touch its corpse. It looks check real quick. It looks darkly at Lev with malice in its eyes, but then bows and says, "What is your command?" By your command.
Silent Centurion.
My command is to guard this place while my companions and I are away. Should any enter who are not either us or with us, they are to be considered hostile.
By your command.
Okay.
It goes to one of the windows. It goes to the door and looks out from the door.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Okay, Cat, I'm gonna need you to get up.
Meow.
Did you hear him?
No.
He protested loudly. That doesn't mean lay on my freaking headphone cord, you freak. So when I take the
Okay.
claw off, does he turn hostile?
He immediately turns and begins and runs at you. Broderick, fire.
Yeah. Yeah, if he can't put the claw on in time,
Oh, yeah. If I put it back on really quick, does he become friendly or remain hostile?
Okay, so Joel, you're waiting. Broderick is waiting for him to see if he can regain
Yeah,
control.
that's why I stepped back, and I'm assuming, yeah, you need to tell me what the distance is by which you're standing back and commanding this creature.
The furthest away he'd be able to be is about 50 feet.
50 feet it is.
Okay.
All right.
All right. You take the claw off as soon as the claw is, because it's basically, oh, it covers your hand and forearm. Okay. So yeah, as soon as you take the claw off, the Githyanki turns around and begins running straight at Lev because Lev happens to be the one who killed him. I rolled to see who had killed this particular Githyanki
Oops.
because y'all killed a bunch of them.
Good choice, Lord.
And when he puts the claw back on, the Githyanki is a mere 10 feet away, and it stops, hanging almost in the air, arms reaching out to rip Lev's throat apart. Frederick's fingers tense upon his bow, and the Githyanki settles back down.
Fascinating.
And then immediately goes back to the doorway to guard the base.
Roderick starts fucking around like.
You need to do
Okay.
the off and on thing.
Yeah.
but do it in like a backbeat, like a bebop or something like that. Just
Yeah, red light, green light, red light, green light.
Oh god. Okay, so this is a viable strategy. We can animate them all, have them guard, leave, and I can take the claw off, and maybe they'll continue to guard the place.
You know, it probably has a range limitation too. I would
Just
maybe.
There might be a range limitation, but I'm not sure, and there's not really a great way to test that from here.
We could throw you out the airlock.
The other thing is that we should consider is that they might revert if you take it off and you're not controlling them. If other Githyanki come, they may just reinforce them. And then we'll have them and the Githyanki. Although if we come back, you put it back on, and then the Githyanki will have problems with them.
That's true.
It's just something
Yeah, and so
to
even if
consider.
they don't like guard the place while I have the gauntlet off, they still might survive. And if whatever future occupiers come here and don't, get into a fight with them anyway, then yeah, I could just put the claw back on and come
Yeah,
up with
if
turmoil.
it's somebody that isn't a problem, leave the glove off. If it's somebody's problem, it's instant insurrection.
Yeah. I do kind of wonder, though, if we take if I take the gauntlet off, that one came after me. Would they be able to use ships and such in order to pursue us? Because clearly, I mean, Revenant's whole thing is wanting vengeance upon, the person who killed them.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're gonna scuttle all the ships before we leave, obviously.
Okay.
I thought we were stealing them. Who's sculling what?
One of the two. I mean, we can take them or we can scuttle them, but we're not just like leaving ships sitting around for somebody to come realize that we destroyed their base and then pursue us, or for Revenant to pursue us across space for
No.
that matter.
The ships are the two ships that are there are both short rangers, and as far as that goes, if they're operational, we take them. If they're not, we take their spelljammer gear and take it with us because it may come in handy later. Yeah. Yeah, they're short rangers.
Okay. Well,
If-
I don't see any issue then with us. I mean, aside from the moral questions that I'm deliberately not going to answer, with us going with this plan. Okay, so I'll go around.
Let's roll.
I'll go around reanimating the bodies that are still in one piece, and I guess we'll start with the most powerful of them first, and then work our way down. I'll start with the
Okay.
warlock.
When you say powerful, do you mean the Githyanki commander or the warlock?
I'm going to start with the warlock.
Okay.
You ready to punch
Careful,
him full of
because
holes?
I might have a pretty good saving throw. Is my guess.
I mean, he's dead. How good can his saving throw really be?
Oh, I
Don't ask those questions.
all kinds of things in this game. I don't take anything for granted.
Not ever.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
just be
Okay.
ready to shoot.
Surest way to fuck.
Brandon, when you go to reanimate the warlock, you realize you have a choice to create him as a silver wraith instead of a revenant,
Oh.
if you wish.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ. Magic the Gathering.
I mean,
It's interior decorating with undead.
sure.
Yeah.
And let's just paint a happy little silver wraith over here.
Okay, the warlock, Stamafia, comes back as a silver wraith. He bows to you when he gains form and says in a raspy voice, "What do you desire?"
I desire for you to work with the captain, who I will raise next, in commanding, patrolling, and protecting this place from interlopers. Interlopers will be considered those who are not with me or any of my currently present companions.
You might want to specify that innocents might not be involved. It may be a little more complex, but still.
I am not going to specify that, actually.
What? Naughty.
Well, innocents coming around here to occupy the ship are no longer innocent. They're stealing our stuff. This is our ship.
Okay, the Silver Wraith goes and stands next to the guard and looks at you as you move towards the commander, I guess?
Yep.
All right. You successfully reanimate the commander as a revenant.
Okay. My orders to him will be pretty much the same thing. I'm going to put him in a position of direct command over all the other revenants that I raise and tell him to work collaboratively with the Silver Wraith to the fulfillment of my orders in terms of assigning posts, doing patrols, and so on.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Are we going to have like a corporate org chart or something like that?
They're lawful enough to figure out their own. Oh no, they're chaotic people. They'll figure out their own org chart. The next person that you try to bring back as a revenant fails.
Interesting. Why does it fail? Can I roll a spellcraft check and figure out what's going on?
Sure. Give me a spellcraft check.
Yep.
Probably only a certain number of levels you can control at any given time.
That's what I'm thinking, but if there's any other way around this, I would like to know about it. 2235.
Okay. You realize that it is an artifact. Artifacts frequently have limits on the number of times you can use their special powers.
Oops.
So it's likely that you can only transform things into revenants 3 times a day.
I see.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, so that's what you figure out.
Bummer. Okay. There are a lot of bodies.
There are a lot of bodies.
What's our time limitations?
Actually, no, you cut off the commander's head. You specifically cut off the commander's head and used it
did
to
we?
threaten the other guys.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We kicked it up into the next room.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't raise the commander. That's it. That's a shame. How about one of the Gish?
Okay.
One of the Gish instead, and I won't put him in the same role of command. I'll leave command to the Silver Wraith.
Okay.
I mean, I
The
think
Tormacus is now a revenant.
cool. Okay, well, I figure we can stay at least like a couple days, right?
Sure, it's a great resort. What is this, like a Get the Yankee Airbnb or something?
Basically, I mean, and that would give me time to prepare the limited wish and polymorph other spell for Garlos, and then re-prepare my spell slot so that it's not eating up the uh, the space in my prepared spells.
There's kind of there's a central control location, right, where you can get like maximum visibility for approaching ships and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are like those towers.
Might be good to set up some watchers in those on shifts just to see if something is coming, perhaps, or set up some sort of a I don't know if there's a detect life, like continual detect life or something like that. That may not work so well.
Probably not. I don't think detect life is a thing in the game. But depending, I mean, detect evil and detect good and detect magic could all be used in tandem, and detect undead and all that stuff. But I don't know how we would go about making that a permanent thing that would alert our guards.
Well, is
Maybe if I like enchanted an item and cast contingency and alarm so that the alarm would go off if the item detected, whatever. But
okay.
I don't know.
I
That
just a
that's
little bit
that
of a
still feels
warning.
like a stretch.
If something comes up on the station, comes to visit, of course they do they primarily travel by ships here or do they teleport to these stations?
Suzanne, are you here currently?
She said be right back. It's 7:13, so that was 5 minutes ago.
All right, thank you.
They primarily use. I think their primary teleport spell is Dimension Door, which has a range limitation, which would also explain why they have those ships.
Okay. Then I guess we just watch out for ships docking or something like that.
Basically.
So they could, if they just do a flyby, they could Dimension Door without docking.
Yeah, that's. I kind of prefer having patrols because there is surely some shenaniganery that could go down where they don't have to use the vehicle bay.
Yeah, I'd say wherever the mass of the party is, just have somebody on the outer perimeter, watching.
Hey, how long would it take me to figure out how to drive one of the smaller ships that's sitting here?
Message for you, Joel. The learn how to drive to get to Yankee ships. Takes about a day or three to attune. You are a fighter druid, so you could. Yeah, it would take you about 3 days to figure out how to fly one of the ships. Anyone who can cast spells can use their spellcasting ability to maneuver one of the ships. The higher level, the better. But it's yeah, all you need is the ability to manipulate magic.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So while Ben takes the time to figure that out, that could also leave time for the gauntlet to the claw to recharge.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
So I have one more question about the physics of space here.
I'll try to answer it because Victor's on the phone.
Oh, okay. So if I get this ship out of the hangar bay, is the gravitational pull of the space station big enough that I could just orbit the space station in the ship?
No.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, we tried floating that idea by Victor with, I think it was arrows, and it just it doesn't work.
Okay. Then I will take some time to try to learn how to fly one of these ships, just because I feel like that might be useful later on. My main reason for wanting to do it at this point was to actually be able to just be a decoy, but that's okay.
Oh, you're
We could keep one in the hangar.
normalizing.
Well, I'm just thinking like long term, we might actually need to like hop in one and use it for something.
That's not a bad idea. By
Joel,
the
did
way,
you hear me say that you had a message?
yeah, I was about to, well, I was waiting
Okay.
for people to finish before I said something, but alert, alert. Uh, my, I have a familiar alert. Yeah, it's a Bob alert instead of a Amber alert. Um, my badger tells me that the people on the ship want to talk, um, at least to me, if not to a few of us. So Froderick's going to go back to the ship. Anybody coming with me? Logic?
In order for Frederick to go back to the ship, he's going to need Garlos, because Garlos is the only one among you who currently knows how to fly the Get Yankee ships.
Okay.
Well, there's your answer.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, Garlos is the only one who's currently attuned to one of the Get Yankee ships.
You have my axe. You have my attunement.
And
Lev and
actually,
LJ will
Yeah,
stick
my driver's
around
license.
on the Lev and LJ will stick around on the station.
okay,
But I'm gonna have Lev alert Dog to whatever conversation is about to happen. Be like, hey, listen in for me.
Okay.
okay. Doc tells you everyone's freaking out about some ships coming in, but they seem to be going away. So who gives a fuck?
Okay.
I'm gonna go chase the ferret.
I'd like to check it out. What was their identity?
Um, you get back to the ship, and the Carrick and Carl Kepler are super nervous. The other clerics and wizards a little more confused. But they say two Get Yankee skiffs, like the one that you guys are in right now, that you flew up to the ship, came within sight. They were trying to be sneaky and stay out of the way, but we spotted them.
They flew casually.
Yes. Carrick spotted them, and as soon as they basically came near, we're pretty sure they saw us, and then they flew away.
Okay. I think we might want to get together, perhaps, in case they decide to dimension door. I don't know how close they came and what the range of dimension door is for them.
The range that they were at was probably a couple of miles.
I think that's too far for dimension door in most cases.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the range for Dimension Door is 400 feet plus 40 per level.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Best case scenario, quarter mile. That would be pushing it a lot.
Correct.
It was quite possibly the people on the other side of the glass that we saw before we broke
Possibly.
it. And they are probably leaving because it does not look good, but they will probably be back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it's a short range skiff, so it can't really go anywhere. They'll have to come back here.
Well, is it short range from here, or is it short range from another station or a bigger ship?
Exactly. That latter is what scares me.
That bothers me too.
I think we should booby trap this thing and leave as quickly as possible.
But it's gonna.
I know. I don't want to lose it either. But I feel like they're going to come back, and then we're just going to be stuck here fighting them off.
How would I do this? What would Captain Kirk do? How quickly can we leave? Like get
We
on the
can-
spelljammer and leave.
I
We
missed a bit.
we could
What
actually
I missed?
leave. Oh, a couple of short-range Githyanki skiffs were spotted by our main ship, by the crew. And you and Frederick and maybe Bash are on the spider ship again,
Okay.
talking about it, and we're kind of deciding what to do. I think the most important thing is to have an exit strategy if we do stick around, and we can teleport back to our ship. Everybody's armed with teleport scrolls. So I think if we stay here for a few more days, then the longer we stay, the more powerful we become in our position, because I'm raising revenants and shit. And after a few days, Bash can fly a skiff.
Idea.
Look, I was all for that until they saw us and decided to leave. But they're going to bring back reinforcements, which means they're going to be stronger than they're going to be stronger as well. Maybe not stronger than us, but the question is, how bad do we really want this place right now? Like, let's just make it really hard for them to take back and leave, and slow them down and go figure out what we need to do. I mean, I would love to park this in Kavik Pool. Do not get me wrong, but
I'm with you on that.
like in the realm of things, that might be like a minor mission.
Can Frederick make them out with a spyglass? It's probably a 7-8x, I would say, magnifying lens.
Give me a spot check.
Okay. And I rolled a 19. Jesus Christ, yeah, so that's going to be like, what's it now? 24. That's like 40, 45.
You can see when they point it out to you, it takes you a moment, but you can definitely make out the mark of where they are. Yeah, you can see them. It looks like two Githyanki skiffs about the size of what you guys are in right now. The skiffs, two more of those Githyanki skiffs.
Are they heading directly away, or is there a lateral direction?
No, they're heading away. They're heading directly away from you.
Okay, all right. I'm going to watch them until they disappear and just estimate, just kind of count the time.
I'd say it's probably time they left.
All right, so Frederick is watching Githyanki skiffs. What are the rest of you guys going to be doing?
Lev and LJ are still on the station.
Right.
Garlis is going to be sitting upon his chair, getting ready to rev up and run, given the signal from the rest of the crew. Waiting orders.
And FYI, Joel, the spyglass back in the ancient days of D&D is specifically a 2x.
Oh, it's 2x. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Interesting. I use 7-8x because that's usually the limit of like military binoculars, because beyond that magnification, there's too much handshake to make out.
I love that you imagine that people who hadn't discovered gunpowder could figure out more than 2x spyglasses.
All right.
But no, they couldn't.
All right.
Or that people creating the rules of D&D were somehow referencing military binos.
Is
That's
there an
actually
army
less likely.
surplus store? Is there an army surplus store in space, Victor?
Yes.
Like
they
one of the
would
guys,
definitely kill you.
like there was literally one of the guys helping write the rule set who's like, grandpa was like a Vietnam vet or something, and he was like, no guys, no, it needs to be 8x. And he's gonna watch this on YouTube now and be like, I told them. I told them it needed to be 8x.
Said, Joel, you've got somebody in your corner. Just regrettably, they weren't here.
Oh, Vic, I actually happen to have a old style spyglass like that, and I can tell you it's a lot more than 2x. So, fuck me for asking, but still.
Well, when was yours made?
But it's still a +2 only, regardless.
Yep.
I just love that you have a spyglass at arm's length.
Well, this thing is awesome. I love this.
If you've ever been to his house, if you'd ever been to his house, Ben, you would not wonder.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean that thing looks pretty hefty.
Yeah, it is. You actually can use it as a weapon.
It looks very stable. I like that.
I doubt you could use it as a spyglass afterward.
Yeah, hey, potato.
Yeah, and it's actually octagonal if you look at it.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, use it as a what? How many 6-sided die? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but it'd be kind of silly leather stitching on the side there. Anyway, I put it on there to make it all
Very cool.
like.
All right.
I don't know. We
So
could.
first verifies that the Githyanki are headed away from you. You guys keep talking about doing something, but nobody actually is trying to do it. Ben talked about creating something, but no one's actually trying to do it.
How to kill all mosquitoes.
Look, my thought is if they're fucking off, we can at least spend a day here and get a few more revenants at least. I just don't want to leave 3 guys to this thing we want to come back and keep.
We can probably pull one day.
Yeah, I physically move the skiffs that are there so the ballista are like pointed out of this thing.
Yes. I say we take the skiffs.
I mean, I'm cool with that too. Like, I'm personally all for leaving at this point, but I know the wizard wants to stay.
I'd say let's take one day to load the skiffs.
Please, can we stay the night?
And we set a double watch for the evening because these fuckers are short ranged and they might come in quick. And if they do, we want to like haul ass.
Yeah, we do have
need to be ready
teleports,
to bug out.
If we need to bug out, we can bug out.
Yeah. I'd say let's go with the one night thing and with a bug out option.
One night stand.
Totally. Leave a few more revenants for them to play with. Also, I think we're going to strip this thing of every food source supply that it has.
Yeah, Uncle Githyanki is like this special rice blend.
Yeah, really.
Okay, you're able to strip it of all the foodstuffs. It's not that good. Passable food, but not that good. Definitely can augment the stuff you guys have on the ship, because the ship's stores in general will only last will probably not last the entire route, but you could definitely use these to increase the quality. So that would be that is a total of 29 days worth. Food.
They do.
You're able to get one Githyanki skiff working and transfer it over. How do you propose to transfer it over? Because only Garlos currently has the ability to fly a Githyanki skiff.
Carlos will move it.
Can
Or you
Lev,
can get back and forth.
can Lev
Hmm?
fly one?
Do
He
I
hasn't attuned to one.
Oh,
So, Froderick could learn, I guess, if
You
we
can fly one
need
back
at
and
least
forth.
Hmm.
How do you get there?
Oh, gonna have to move real close and make a jump
Okay.
physically.
That works too. You can, because you guys won't have time to attune between now and the next day. You'll be able to. John suggested basically backing up the Arcadia so that its ass end is really close to the outpost, and then you can just jump over and grab a ship and bring it over. It, depending on who's attempting to attune, it can take 1 to 3 days to attune to the Githyanki ships.
we tie one off and put it in tow, like a tractor beam. And
Well, the other skiff is broken. You can basically, it's not going to fly. The other skiff will not fly.
Actually, let's grab that one because we have this other bunged up one that we took from those bastards. We'll be able to piece two of them together into one.
Okay.
Take it in tow. But yeah, get yourselves attuned to these things as quick as you can.
okay, Froderick's on it.
Wait until we're out of here though, because you're
Okay.
probably gonna be needed.
In that case, I'll stay on watch duty.
Yep.
As long as I can, along with Bob, use him as a messaging, as a basically a rodent walkie-talkie two-way.
Also remember it's painful, so bring Tylenol.
Yeah, holding a badger up to your ear, talking to it, the thing not your ear.
No, I was talking about mind melding with these Get the Yankee skiff.
And let me know if any of you are trying to attempt to attune during the next day.
Don't do it now. This is a bad time. We're on the move. We're in the groove.
I say, yeah, just spend the time rigging them basically for tow.
We've got one that we've shoved up the ship's arse. And how many could we fit into the bay? One or two.
It's going to get dicey because you've got, like, this is the ship's bay.
Okay, if we can fit two in, then we'll fit two in and take the third damaged one in tow. We can cut it loose if we need to. But yeah, let's get ready to rock with that.
You know what we could do, John? A
Hmm.
thought. The one that's severely damaged. We might booby trap it, and use it in, I don't know about ship-to-ship combat, but if it had some explosives on it or something like that, or it's an explosive spell, use it as a weapon. Release
could
it
be
at
done.
somebody. Yeah.
I'd say let's try and salvage what parts we need from the one to fix the other, though.
Yeah.
Have two, and
Cannibalize it.
yeah. After that, then yeah, hey, nice explodey baity thing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
it's like Mario Kart, and we've got a banana.
You definitely have a banana at this point. All right. So the next day, Lev is going to attempt to raise what? Whom?
How many Gish are there?
Let's see.
At least half a dozen, as I recall.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Okay, I will raise as many as I am able.
That would be 3.
Excellent.
Okay. What are you doing? Oh, I tried to double click instead. Okay. All right. You've got 3 Githyanki Gish, 1 Githyanki, a total of 4 Githyanki Gish, 1 soldier, and the Silver Wraith warlock.
Excellent. So they have their orders. I will recommend that they do patrols. I will tell them that the towers on the upper and lower decks are excellent places to keep watch. And don't burn the place down while I'm gone.
All right.
Ironic.
They accept your orders unquestioningly, and they set about to patrolling at regular intervals to make sure that they are not surprised by outworlders.
Sweet. Okay. I mean, they didn't show up after 1 day. Do you think they'll show up after 2?
Nah, probably not. We probably got weeks.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Probably a month or so.
Yeah, it's time to leave.
Maybe 2. It's kind of shoulder season for Githyanki.
I think we've set them up properly with a warm reception, and we're getting what we can out of here. Let's go. They have infinite reinforcements. Do I need to remind you? Because they live here and there's lots of them. We have limited numbers, and we've just literally burned their anus. And it's like they're going to be looking for blood, and we need to make sure that what they find isn't ours.
But you see, the more of them we kill, the more of them we can put on our side.
Yeah, and they're on holiday round, so it's
They have-
they're probably on
They have a
holiday.
union. They have a
You need to factor in the mathematics of this. It's like if you kill a few, some more will come. If you kill those, a shitload more will come. If you kill those, an entire amassed army will come and wipe us the fuck out.
It's like the Borg. They just multiply.
It'll be fine.
It's just a programmed response in a military fashion. This sort of thing does happen, and we need to leave now. We've had our fun, and we've bearded them in their own den, and let's just hope they don't find us anytime soon.
Once again, Bash has been on the team of let's leave now for a while.
All right. I appreciate y'all giving me a day.
I mean, this is cool.
You're talking, Ben, but you're muted.
Oh, sorry. No, you're good. I'm listening.
Okay, so man, how does this end poorly for us? I want to be prepared for it.
Did we do what we had to do when we got here? That's the whole thing. Is have we accomplished our goal or not? If we haven't, we need to
We've
do that.
accomplished we've accomplished our goal, which was kill them all, and we've even accomplished a secondary goal, which is unkill some of them to defend the place for us to come back to.
That our goal actually was what was our goal to come to space in the first place?
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
we
a
need
side
to-
quest. We
Yeah,
need to leave
yeah.
the side quest now and go back to the real thing, which is
All right,
stop
yeah.
Cthulhu from eating the whole world and the universe,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
making appetizers out of our arses.
Yeah,
Right.
what the real goal is, not what this whole
The real goal is
war
go to the
soiree
rock
was.
of the Rock of Braal and do something there. The path will become clearer, I guess.
We'll attend the rave. We'll all do a lot of X and have a great time.
Yeah.
Y'all do a lot of X. I'll be doing a lot of pickpocket. No, just sorry. I just
It's like, sorry, when you said the Rock of Brawl, I keep thinking of Rock the Casbah.
talking the Casbah.
All right. Well, when Victor's back, we'll blow this joint.
No, sorry, my very white child was making me turn his bean quesadilla into a bean burrito.
Nice.
And now he's flipping me the bird because apparently I did not make it burrito shaped enough.
Yep.
I can roll a burrito the size of your child.
Tell him that you're not a school cafeteria Lunch lady.
Brandon, those weren't
Fair enough.
burritos you were rolling. Everybody
I
knows
mean-
that.
I mean, I'm not great at rolling burritos, but I think I can do it.
I used to work at Freebirds where I rolled
Oh,
actual
okay.
burritos.
Then you can definitely roll a burrito or two.
My-
Yeah.
My weed smoking days are behind me.
Yeah.
Did you roll more?
Ooh.
Are you
Roll
rolling
my-
your own burritos in there?
Yeah, we're talking
Because-
about burritos.
Because I at one point worked with a guy when I was working at a Burger King that like he'd have to go get high and then come back and sling burgers, and we would clear a drive-through line in no time. I could never
Yeah,
understand
I
that.
mean-
Like I never understood the chemistry of that exactly.
It helps some folks. I mean, my manager at Freebirds, he would go out to his car on his lunch break and he'd like do dabs, which is like
Whoa.
THC wax that you smoke out of this giant rig. And then he'd come back and we'd have the place running smooth.
Wow.
It's like the time at work when I was in the warehouse as a lead and our shipping team was way behind and we had to get orders out and we thought we'd have to call for a courier to get stuff to the FedEx main base in DFW airport. And everybody was lagging and more orders kept pouring down. But I gave everybody a quick hot shot of an energy shot that I'd gotten. And we cleared it out and had 10 minutes to spare before the truck got there. Nothing like a little bit of amphetamines to get you rolling.
True story. All right. So did you guys decide to stay, go?
We're
We're
bugging
going.
the fuck out.
Should we stay or should we go?
And where are you headed to?
We are getting back to our main mission of going to the Rock of Braal.
Okay.
Back to the main quest. Of the side quest stuff.
Back to the scene of the crime that we're about to commit.
That's a good way of putting it. Except you said crime. I think plural might be more accurate.
I mean, you're right. You're right. Microsoft print PDF. All right, the path to Brawl takes about 7 days, according to the space elves that you spoke to.
Space elves.
Yeah, I can't remember what the actual name for them is, and I just don't really care at the moment. So we're going with space elves.
Space elves.
And their suggestion was to go to the God's Head Nebula, hang a left, travel for about 7 days, and you should be there. You guys gonna do anything on those 7 days, or just keep it chill?
Well, Carlos is going to try and get Lev to help him with his issues.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Carlos's gender therapist.
Also, probably making more scrolls if we need any.
Good idea.
Like Dispel Magic and Teleport.
Yeah, y'all let me know if y'all need anything, and I will make them.
I know that you guys have used, yes, it's called the Rock. I know that you guys have used multiple scrolls. It's up to you to replenish them.
Yeah, so Broderick needs another
Brawl,
teleport.
B-R-A-L.
You need a teleport?
I need one teleport at least. Yeah.
Okay. I can do a teleport.
Thank you. Come in handy, it did.
It helps. I'm also gonna try doing a ascending to Blas. Hey buddy. Hey buddy, you okay? You okay, buddy?
You get a collect call.
Get Yankee in prison again. Yankee uncle.
That's for child support. They've been getting a bit intimate. A couple of good songs in the chat if you haven't seen them yet.
They're always good.
I copied them incrementally into the Word document. I'm the scribe of Garlos.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got Benson, Arizona, followed by Rock the Casbah. I'm just hoping we're able to get out of here before they hit us with a strike force that we can't handle. Because we're just one merchant ship, basically, towing a disabled craft and our cargo full of a couple of others.
We seem to have a lot in terms of offensive capability, though.
Happily, yes, but it's great to always be an advantage.
I say offensive, are you talking about in doing damage or just offending other sentient life forms?
Oh, both really. We do great at both.
Yeah, true.
All right, that is the sending that Lev receives.
Oh. Is that supposed to say torch, or is that torque?
That says torque. TORC.
Okay. Do
Yes,
I know what that is?
Yeah, torque is like a bracelet that goes around the neck.
Oh,
You guys have
okay.
never heard of
Okay.
Really? Huh, okay.
It's a plumbing fixture.
Oh, okay. The torque of commode?
It transforms you into a commode, baby.
what a Cambodian life of the party. Wah! No,
Why does he send it like a freaking telegram?
when you are determines what you do.
What?
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I was gonna do the same thing just to mock him, but
Tim's last name is Morse.
you know what? I will do the same thing just to mock him.
Fucking heard of it. Oh God, stop. Oh, stop. God. Groped by Death Yankee.
I almost had that happen. It was unpleasant.
Yeah, we need to be a little more aware of the trauma that Garlos has been through. I think be a little more supportive of him. And we just threw him back in a chair that like literally tortures him in order to like let him fly this thing. Maybe he should have.
is now ship's rogue therapist.
Honestly, dealing with the melding with the ship's guidance system was nothing compared to dealing with that Yankee cleric. That was nasty.
Well, that'd be horrible to program Marvin to be a therapist.
Oh my God.
I'm saying-
Assisted suicide therapist, more like it.
The euthanasia robot.
I mean, really. I spoke to Marvin today. It's all clear now. I feel very well now. Puts a gun to head. Blam.
First billion clients I talked to were the worst. The next billion were the worst too.
All right. I love you guys. All right.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It felt like the thing to do.
Rafe, enough, buddy.
Sorry. I forgot to get a picture of the ships that meet you. Oh well, we'll just do this. He's currently here. All right.
Flair along, by the way?
Say again?
Is the kind Flair along, or did he just stay on the station?
He disappeared.
Negative. The kind flare disappeared completely.
Okay, all right. And no word of. Oh, what about? I thought we were supposed to scry for Bash at some point. Is that
For Blas,
For Boss,
I
yeah.
tried, but I'm pretty sure his robe of eyes prevented me from scrying on him.
Well, you tried scrying and sending, and neither one worked.
What if I tried legend lore?
That would tell you about him, but not where he is currently.
But it would tell me of his past.
His past is you.
Well, obviously, but maybe I could focus on his very, very recent past.
Or give it a bit, and then it will be the fast.
Yeah, I'll do it towards the end of the trip.
in terms of lore? I think that's pushing it a bit. The definition.
Sure.
Yes.
Try astral grope. See how that he responds to that.
All right.
Stop.
It is difficult to get a large enough sign sometimes. All right, Lev's intelligence is not that low.
No, but his obstinance is.
Oh, that's actually true.
Well, his
No,
obstinance is that high.
no, that's actually really true. Actually, yeah. All right, points for bullheadedness, as you will. As you guys are coming up to okay, 7 days pass, and you come to a star. Excuse me, a star system that requires you to lower sails and yeah. Oh yeah. As you guys slow down, because it's important to slow down enough to maneuver when you're coming near a star, otherwise you get sucked into the star, which is usually considered bad. As you guys slow down to maneuver, a ship that is shaped like a whale, not an actual space whale, but a ship that is shaped like a whale, and several other smaller ships begin flying up towards you. You can see in the distance a huge rock formation. Decisions. Take out asparagus for $300.
It's
Take
a
a steady hand. We'll go with this. We'll do it this way. So you guys can see this system in the distance. The Rock of Braal is aptly named. It's a huge asteroid with its own water formations in it. On its underside are 4 ginormous fins that allow it to maneuver. The top side of the rock is flush with cities and civilization, and a large vang area for ships to land on and attach and offload cargo. And then the bottom is actually more fields and the navy of the Rock of Braal itself. You guys fly up, and
Who's driving?
Establish standard orbit.
it's your choice as to who wants to be driving, because you have more than enough notice when you're arriving. Bash.
Carlos usually does the communications, so probably have somebody else doing it.
Okay, sure. Lev can do it.
Okay. So Carlos is on comms. He is hailed.
And frequencies open.
Greetings.
Greetings,
Okay.
Yogi Death Spider.
I'm going to point out that you have painted your ship white. So that's why he says what he's going to say.
Also, it has a ship's name on it.
It's hard to read from this distance, though.
Okay.
They should get a spyglass.
They
The
should Google us. We have an Instagram account.
the whale ship comes up, and Garlos receives a hail. Greetings, white slavers.
Oh,
Hail,
okay,
honkies.
we're changing the color. We're changing the color of the ship. We're gonna dock and we're gonna change the color of the
What are you
ship.
doing in our hood, crackers?
We have
Call him the N-word.
welcome to
Call him the N-word.
welcome to the Rock of Braal. You are fortunate that it is currently Carnival.
Oh,
So
awesome.
you are welcome to arrive and come trade if you wish without paying a fee. We do require a brief visible verification of your
Genitals.
existence. Well, I mean, they'll do the genitals when you get down to Carnival.
Carnival's about.
The guy introduces himself. I am Commander Wiltz. The J is silent, and I will be flying aboard to inspect your ship presently. Who may I say has the honor of coming to the Rock of Braal?
Well, Gloria will say, "This is the free ship Arcadia, Star of Freedom. Freedom. We are not a slaver. The ship was previously owned by slavers. It is now owned by us. We are merchant traders, and we welcome your inspection."
We're under new management, such as it is.
Totally. This may not be a good thing.
We probably
We
won't
don't look too close.
With
He
the
says,
we
I had misunderstood that. I thought the tales of the white ship were that they were slavers, but I will note that you are a free ship. A smaller ship. The whale ship comes within about 600 feet. Actually, no, I guess it'd be just about 1,200 feet, about a half mile's range. And a smaller ship called a Mosquito. Oh no, he would be flying the Mosquito.
It comes and gives us all Zika.
Ooh, Bash, you might want to fly one of the skiffs out of the bay so that they've got room to board.
Well, let's really scare their piss out of them then.
I'll do that. It's gonna be awesome because they're gonna think that I'm trying to like escape, but I'll do it.
Gloria will tell them that we are having one of our skiffs that we've taken from another group and exiting the cargo bay so that you can come in and inspect.
It's
We'll see.
liberating. We liberated it.
It was acquired honestly. Combat is always honest.
just don't look too closely at our certificate of insurance
Right.
or a couple of riders on there.
He comes out in something called an eel ship. It's a bit like this.
It's dinky.
Yeah, it's a smaller ship. The larger whale ship stays a bit a ways. There are several other eel ships floating around in the area, just chilling out. When he gets off, the commander looks a bit is still looking a bit after the Yankee skiff that you guys moved. And he looks even more surprised when he sees the other skiff parts that you guys have inside the ship. Oh yeah, the parts in tow. So he looks it over. He basically asks what your business is, and if you are, since you're a free ship, are you trading or are you business or pleasure, essentially?
Trading pleasure and information gathering.
He looks briefly at the cargo and says, "Well, you definitely have enough to trade. I might be careful who you sell it to, because the Githyanki will definitely be curious to know where it came from. But that's not my business. That's yours. So if you wish to sell to them, you're more than welcome to. But welcome aboard, and by all means, you've reached us on the 7th day of Carnival. So most of the celebrations and parades, you may have customs different from your planets, but they are definitely customs that Lord Tem has blessed us with over many, many decades. So on behalf of our Lord Tem, I welcome you to the Rock of Braal, and he directs you to land at one of the veins on the front of the rock, unless you are trying to offload stuff, in which case you can go to the shipyards on the side.
Froderick asks if there's any customs or rules that are, how shall I say, different enough that we should be made aware of them about visiting Brawl.
And since different can be a relative term,
Give me a
that's
diplomacy check.
important as well.
Sure. Okay.
Like, do they have any
Backwater
flower
way to play
beds
run.
that we can
You
trip
know what I mean?
over and then be sentenced to death for?
Yeah, I got you. Let's set up. Looks like a 21.
Okay. He reacts slightly favorably to you. He says, "Well, we don't get a lot of gnolls anymore. Not after the dwarf wars, but you're kind of welcome here." He says
Is he dwarven?
no,
Okay.
he appears human.
Here's human. Okay.
He says he looks around at your crew and says, the festival is a goal to find the most powerful hero in the city. And if you wish to count yourselves among them, you're more than welcome to do so. But be aware that winning at the main festivals is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in all ways. And he nods and steps out.
Well, we have to do that.
Some of you might. I think I'll hide on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's the biggest douchebag in the cosmos?
Who's the biggest douche in the cosmos?
I want to be the biggest douche in the cosmos.
I think you're in
Let's
competition.
meet Dark Helmet.
I mean, if there's going to be a bunch of people with this thing, it seems like a great place for Blodgett to pick some pockets.
Well, and actually, I think
Don't give away my secrets.
Lev's got a head start on being Dark Brandon, so I think you're in the zone. All right. With that, he departs, and you are able to land at the.
Okay. Pull our porn out again.
All right. Okay. You guys land at the docks.
Is this the competition?
Basically, yes. The you guys land at the docks. The dockmaster directs you in. You're able to park your ship. You probably have to get your own berth. Because you're going to be getting your own berth, basically your ship is going to take up almost a whole square on the docks. So that's going to be 30 gold pieces per day.
Oh no.
How are we going to afford that?
We'll be broke in no time.
Do you guys want to pay by the day, or are you going to pay a few days in advance? What do you guys want to do?
Let's pay a few days in advance.
Kick them 10 days worth, just so we don't have to
Sure.
worry about it.
Sure.
All right.
And we can figure the difference of whatever when we get back.
How much to tip the valets?
Okay.
So there is something on it. Where is
So
that?
that's 300 for gold. All right. You guys can see as you're coming in. You guys can see as you're coming into the city. It's actually visible from several hundred feet above. A huge parade snaking its way through the low city as you guys are arriving. Broderick's studying the city, looking for anything of interest to the quest. You can see pretty much. You can see this section here. You see the low city is a pretty looks like a pretty typical rough part of town. A lot of places close together. All the buildings are very close together. The middle city, you can see the houses a little farther apart. You see the market is down there, and the high city is all gardens, greens, and high towers. And way up in the back is a separate castle of its own that overlooks the area. At the edge of the rock, there are huge ballistae that appear to be able to move in all directions. And there were some on the bottom as well. All right, once you guys land, the docking crew makes quick work. They seem to have some familiarity with how to dock a Neogi Death Spider. So they make quick work of setting everything up. The crew is all anxious to get out and have some time on land, spend some of their theoretical pay. Did you guys pay the crew? You talked about paying the crew. I can't remember if you did or not.
We were
Probably going to pay them. Honestly, I'd say let's give them a bonus because they've been through some weird shit.
Yeah. How much do we want to give them?
How many people do we have and what level are they?
Let me see here.
You've got.
We have first mate Balahelm, 3 hold crewmen, 2 upper deck crewmen,
Yep.
chief engineer Kepler, rock gnome, tinkerer, and alchemist. We have 2 evokers and 3 clerics. So that is a total of 5.
The evokers and clerics are. Oh, and then you've also got the 2 former slaves. The evokers and clerics are separate. They're not being paid as paid crew members. They are
Okay.
evokers are being paid by Lev. The clerics, the 2 clerics and the 1 fighter, are followers of Blaz. Sorry, the 2 clerics and the 1 fighter are followers of Blaz. The gnome alchemist is being paid though. So the people who are being paid are the alchemist, and the crewmen, the 6, 7, 8 crewmen.
Okay.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Okay,
So 10.
I think in the DM manual or player's handbook, they give a deal on how much to pay.
Yeah, it's usually like
I think
10 gold per month per person per level. I'd say give them double pay because it's been hazard.
yeah, at least that much.
Do we? I have no idea how much that would wind up being. Do we want to ballpark it at like 1,000 per person?
It's only been a month and a half. I've been keeping track of the amount of time you spend in space
Oh,
because
okay.
it does matter. So it's currently been 44 days.
44 days. So 500 each, maybe?
Yeah, 500 each. Yeah.
They'll be more than happy with that, I'm sure.
So 4,000 gold. Cool. All right. That's marked down.
Let's just see if we see any of them coming back after they get Shanghai robbed. Carlos is going to stay aboard, still PTSDing a bit, and also doesn't feel safe in either form in this place.
I could polymorph you again.
I'll pass. Thank you. No.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody has to stay aboard to watch the ship and take care of cargo. Carlos thinks that sounds like a calming and happy thing, since especially the fucking Muppets will be off board for a while.
I say, man, we take diversity to a painful level.
Yeah, Captain Hogthrob is eager to check out the flora and fauna of this planet.
It's a trap.
Victor, I just had a thought. During the journey, would it be reasonable to have said that Frida and Lev would have worked together at some point to repair Marvin's legs some more using wood warp and mending?
Yes, you can go with that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, as you guys are pulling in, you see Captain Link Hogthrob shaving his mullet and getting some aftershave, making sure his hair is combed correctly. He's like, all right, time to go and mingle with the locals.
Oh, God, did you say mullet? Lord.
Oh yeah, he's captain of a starship. He's ready to mingle. Ship may have exploded, but his pants have not.
Just keep an ear
They
for
will soon.
just keep an ear for a message or a sending spell, for when it's time to return to board.
You know, actually, maybe
Yes.
we should find a place where where our scrying ability would be more effective in finding flaws. Might be like a focal point or something like that.
I had to make a save to avoid being hurt by his rope of eyes.
Oh, oops. Okay. Well, maybe we could leave a message or something like that.
I've done a sending spell.
Need to get a ring of Curly Joe Howard.
Yes. Poke in the eyes. Oh yeah, poke in his eyes. Yeah. A thousand hand slap.
All right, you'll be able to check his eyes out later. You guys are okay. Your ship is able to get docked and dismount. Everyone but all the players but Garlos are going aboard, and who's joining them? I can tell you, Gorand, the fighter who came with the dwarven fighter who came with Blaz's crew, is eager to get out and scrap if you guys are running into any fights down there.
What about these what, festivals or competitions or something like that this guy mentioned?
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
interested in
hero
this competition.
competition.
You can literally see the parade currently going through the low city and moving towards the middle city. So it's fairly easy to catch up with it. And
LJ is pretty eager to try this this competition, and maybe we could see if it's a team competition as well.
Froder could go. Maybe Blodgett should go invisible and see if anybody follows us or any other suspicious characters are worth investigating.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we could just why split the party? Let's go follow them.
all right, you guys get out and began following the parade through the low city.
They're going to
Is it
sit-
like a Mardi Gras parade where you
It
can't,
is
you
very
get
much. I
sucked
think
in
that's
and
the
can't get out?
best description.
Yep.
That's the actual best description.
lots of puking in the streets.
How many boobs do the aliens have?
Yeah.
Between 1 and 17, depending on where they're from and what sub race and
Crap.
upper race they're out there with.
This is the
Uh,
best Mardi Gras parade ever.
The the parade is full of drunken revelers, barely clad and overly clad participants. You guys join it as it is.
Nice.
As it's coming up. Froderick, as you're throwing beads, a human with a rat on their shoulder keeps pace with you and says, "Ah, my well-heeled friend, would you like to buy a? You seem like a man who's out to fight. Would you like to buy a potion that allows you to become invulnerable for several minutes? I was saving it for myself, but I see that you're more likely to go and fight in the games than I am. So, what are your thoughts? I can possibly give it away at a price of 500 gold pieces."
What do you propose? What is the race of this creature?
That's a human. He has a rat on his shoulder, but it's otherwise normal human.
I ask your name and the name of your companion.
He says, "My name is Lothor. The rat has no name. It's just he's just uh, my friendly little mollywalk."
I see. Are you of the woodland inclinations? Druid?
We have few woods in this area. And your name, sir, since you wish to know mine, I would
There.
feel unharmed if I did not know yours.
I am Stormwood, you may call me.
Ah, a tall knoll and a tall man to be dealt with, Mr. Stormwood, sir. So, potion, a little bit of magic for the travels, all the good work that you're going to do out here.
Sorry, I just read Carlos.
I'd like to have LJ do a. Actually, no, I'll have Lev do a sense motive on him.
Yeah, Froderick definitely does a sense motive on him.
All right, you're both doing sense motive eye. Go ahead and give me your roll.
As good as you're going to get.
29.
Yeah, 21.
Cool. 21.
Yeah.
All right. You can tell he's trying to oversell you. He doesn't seem to be lying about the potion. about
Just
the
took a
potion.
ban for bumping drugs, dude. Seriously.
He doesn't seem to be lying about the potion's overall abilities of being a potion of invulnerability.
Okay.
Like he may be holding something back, but it's likely just the fact that he's trying to sell it to you for far more than it's worth.
Is there some? Well, I haven't heard the price yet, but is there
You did.
500
You said
500
gold
gold.
pieces.
500? That's shit. That's cheap compared to Carnivaal. It's twice that for a cure light wounds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of relative. What, they got a Groupon going on here? So do I sense anything or look at? Well, I don't have spellcraft, but Lev, are you with me?
Yeah, Lev is invisible, but he's there.
Yeah, you're not away from the party, so
Yeah.
you're with the rest of the group, just throwing beads. Therefore, he decided to sell you something.
Frederick says, "You have my attention and my interest. How came you by this potion, or did you make it yourself?" And I'm trying to stall for time to give Lev time to analyze and just see if there's like drawbacks to the potion. It's the strings attached kind of thing.
Yeah, Lev's idea here is to examine the potion by sight, looking at color, viscosity,
Does he have
that
craft potion?
craft potion. No.
That is a feat. And if he doesn't have craft potion, he doesn't know what a potion of invulnerability specifically looks like.
Okay, well, never mind.
Frederick says, looks at him for a moment, says, "Tell you what, for 600 gold, I will pay you for the potion. And if you can direct me to a shop for my friends and I to frequent for other items of this type, I would welcome your input."
He seems very taken aback. Give me a diplomacy check, please.
Okay. Oh, good. 25. Jesus.
All right. He seems to believe you and agree with you. He tells you this potion is good, but if you want to find even better, you would go to the middle city. There's a market, the market there in the middle city, and then he says near the high city, actually, it would be near the low city end. He says the shops right back up against the low city end of the great market are the ones where you're more likely to find good quality magic items, magic potions specifically. And he says the other ones are too thoroughly patrolled by Lord Tam's staff to sell decent magic. They all sell shit magic because that's all Lord Tam allows in the city.
Roderick nods and says, "Well, it's a bargain well made." Hands over the 600 gold and says, "By the way, if you think of anything, any other place with scrolls or other items or other things, be commensurately rewarded." So I thank you for
He
the
nods and fades away into the crowd.
Okay. Hey, the what is it? Observer's Guide to the Brawl, magic.
True story. All right, you guys continue on through the parade. At this point, the parade's getting into the middle city area, and Frederick, LJ, and who else is thinking of brawling and fighting in the events?
Lev is thinking about it if it's a group thing.
No,
Is this-
Blodgett, he's not really a fighter. He's more of a,
I'm not fighting.
not a fighter.
Okay, Blodgett, go and give me a roll as well. Give me a it's not really a spot.
What am I rolling for? I rolled a 17.
I know, and I apologize for asking for a roll before I told you what it was for. That's not something I tried to do. I think of what this would be based on. Gather information.
Gather information.
Yeah.
Then I
If you
think
do
I have
not
a
have it
7.
trained,
No, I'm a
you can use your
17.
charisma as a bonus to do an untrained gather information.
19.
So,
19.
Lev
19.
got a 32 and LJ got really bad.
Okay. All right. Blodgett and Lev are both invisible. Joel,
Yes.
Frederick, and Bash, actually, there you are, Ben. You guys can also do a gather information check. If you don't have it as a trained ability, you can use your charisma bonus.
$30.
Gather information.
Gather information.
Yeah. That's not going to be one of my better rolls here.
Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, I rolled a 2 and I got a 3, so
All right.
I'm
Looks like Ben's gonna.
signs.
Looks like Bash is gonna lead the gather intel on this one. Basically, in conversations, snippets of conversations and comments as you guys are heading along, you find that there are the majority of the combat that people are talking about and people are you see people quote unquote fighting as the parade goes forward. Usually people near the front of the parade, and the fights that are occurring look a lot more like having sex while running.
Oh, it's a mosh pit.
And basically, you guys gather that it is a competition, but it appears to be like a sex-based hand-to-hand and other appendages combat.
Oh, so they're fighting like mom and dad.
Yes, they're fighting like mom and dad did that one time you saw them.
Okay, that sounds like an Oakloft strip somewhere.
I mean, it's not an Oakloft strip.
Like half the campaigns in Oakloft Strip. Come on, man.
How exactly do we win at this combat?
Okay, you've got a high enough gather information. You can go ahead and try to find that information out. Essentially, and the verbiage doesn't quite come clear. Someone tells you, basically, if you can felch or gronkle your way to the top, then those are worth points. And then if somebody flanges you, then that's how you go. So, yes.
What?
But the but the end goal of the fight seems to be
orgasms.
It's either giving or receiving, and duration, and then how many. The numbering system doesn't seem to make sense. It quite possibly could be the amount of people and their votes on how well you gave someone else an orgasm.
So essentially, it's soccer sex. Got it.
Yeah, soccer sex is basically what you're looking at here.
Hey, what?
What is it? Saw a meme recently.
Sorry, my child picked the perfect time to come in and listen in on the game today. Okay.
I saw a meme where
We're doing ERP with your
yes.
dad.
This is more powerful than I thought. It's Viking's blood mead.
Ooh, yeah, Viking's blood. Viking's blood is
Just
strong.
have a sip when this is Viking's blood mead. It's good. It's a little more powerful than I thought when I. Yeah, that's my problem right now. Yeah. Oh, good.
That was one of my
Awesome.
favorites when I was still drinking.
Suze, you may actually know. Oh, thank you. Should do that. You're the hero of my life, Winter. The
Oh, you got Winter there?
yeah,
Aw.
they just had some mead. But Sue's Betsy Manship. Do you remember her from high school?
Who?
Betsy Manship.
Well, Betsy Manship is my ex-husband's wife.
Oh God, that's funny.
What?
I was
Nice.
married to Mark McGee.
Yeah.
I was his first wife, but she was his girlfriend. They broke up, and then we got married. It's complicated.
It is a smaller world than I imagined when I woke up
Well,
this morning.
And I really know her brother better
Geez,
than
that's
I know her. I've only met her recently through Eric, but I knew her brother Skip.
Thank you, Winter. Well, her kids are making mead,
Oh,
and this is I've got a bottle of Viking's blood mead. It's hibiscus and
so you have Connor over there?
yeah.
No.
Apparently, when Rennies say they're making mead, they're making stuff that is
I can palate.
sort of like mead, but it's a lot of Everclear added in.
Oh, I make Kahlua that way.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyway, that's hilarious. But she's one of my patients, and
Oh, is she? Well, that's
yeah.
good. Yeah. She's
And
really nice. I like her.
She is. They made some mead and brought it over. It is a hilariously small world.
Yeah, it is.
That's fucking wild. Okay.
I can tell you some stories about your brother. Let me tell you.
Apparently a lot of people can. It's kind of weird.
Well, let's not talk about who's fucking who.
No, it wasn't that. It's like how many girlfriends burned his clothes. He called me in the middle of the night. Can you pick me up off Highway 35 and I think that's Frankfurt. I'm like, what? He goes, I'm at a payphone. My car's in a ditch it's on fire with all my stuff in it. I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, so he ended up staying at my house because he didn't want to tell anybody.
Yeah. It's my favorite brother for a reason. Oh my God. Okay, y'all are crazy. All right, and Bash. You are up. You had to get up near the front of the parade to find somebody who would actually tell you how this works. And this is as the parade is going through the middle city towards the festival grounds. and a tall Kandari. See if I can get a picture of one of these guys. Or have any idea what the fuck they look like. Do, 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 do.
Scarborough Fair. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's a cat person. No, they're not. Okay, this actually makes more sense. Looks to you like a tall. Okay, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense.
It looks like a perfectly formed grilled cheese sandwich.
But a tall grilled cheese sandwich.
A double decker.
Okay. Okay. The race of creature is not a Kandari. That is his name. Okay. Ben. Bash. Sorry, Bash. A thing that looks like a yeah, it is a cat person. Sorry, thing looks like a tall cat person, kind of like the Rakaska you guys ran into down on I was about to say Earth, down on Faerun. So you've seen something similar before. Looks like a tall cat person. Spies you, the dryad that you are, and says, "Ho, strange, ho, newcomer! You wish to learn about the games? I challenge you." And he takes about a foot long cylindrical piece of wood that's been carved into the shape of something that looks familiar, but couldn't quite be what you think it is, and throws it at your feet and says, "Challenge you to a gronkaloff."
Bash just takes a free action and turns into a tree.
Okay. The Kandari then leaps up and begins using Bash's branches to get himself off. All right.
Hang on though, who wins?
Well, I don't know whoever's got the most wood.
I mean, I feel like if that's the game, then Bash should win. Like, when do I find out who wins?
This really is one of those games now.
Yeah,
The,
it's when you turn out of tree form and you find something sticky in your ear. That's you tell me who wins.
the
You
nearby
tell me
passersby
who's
begin
winning.
cheering and betting on the Bash, the tree gronkle.
Oh man, they're betting?
Yes.
Lev becomes visible, and he's gonna start. I'm gonna start taking the role of betmaster, basically.
Okay.
I'll say, come forward, place your bets. Who will win? One obviously has the hardest wood, but it's still a stiff competition. Come, place your bets, place your bets.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come and see the tree.
Lodgit had better be making some money right now.
I'm
Well,
actually going to be
state of the
secretly.
and that's how Left lost all my shit in the bag of holding. Yes, that is exactly how that worked.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
exactly what Blodgett's doing. They just think they're putting their purse back in their pocket.
Right?
My pocket.
All right. Bludgeon, if you want to make some money, make some rolls.
Okay,
Time.
I'm rolling for.
For pickpocketing, if you're gonna pick some pockets, make some rolls.
I know, but what's
Sleight of hand, probably.
okay.
Yeah, well, this crowd
No,
goes.
I don't think your character specialized very much in pickpocket, if at all. But yeah,
I do have some points there.
okay. It's not the thing that keeps you guys alive in a dungeon usually.
No,
That's true. It thinks it can get us killed in the city, though.
Is anybody putting money into Lev's hand?
What do you?
27.
Actually, yes, definitely people are putting money into Lev's hand. Only a couple. A lot more are looking at Lev kind of askance because he just appeared out of nowhere.
And it's the biggest pixie anyone's ever seen.
It's not the size of your pixie that matters, it's where the fuck it came from that counts. But yes.
Pull the Frodo.
That makes it more interesting. Okay.
Those poor don't have any pockets, man.
They have pockets, but they might have like a couple of coins. I don't want to take something from someone who's poorer than me.
Well, that's right. And also, I mean, the wealthy have more coins. Makes sense. But yeah, I'm glad you have ethics of sorts. I think it's funny that it's taken us 3 years to get the pickpocket getting around.
Actually true.
With all the other felonies we've committed.
Message for you, Suze. All right.
If people are skittish about me suddenly becoming visible, I could try and fit in some banter about having my own security measures so that you can be sure your bed is safe, and I'll like flash invisible and pop back in for a second.
Also, they were surprised by you becoming like visible, but they weren't surprised about a guy turning into a tree.
Yeah, really, this is not the weirdest thing going on here.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm not saying they weren't surprised by that. I'm just saying they were like not going to bet money. They don't want to put money in your hand because you can turn invisible. Like the fact that you can immediately become unseeable by everyone doesn't mean that you're going to run away with their money any less. I don't know if you ever did that math.
I wouldn't do that.
They don't know
That's stealing.
Welcome to the Rock of Braal.
The rest of your
That's
actual history.
stealing. I wouldn't do that. I would do much worse things, but I
there's a
wouldn't
level
do
that you would not stoop to. I see.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. It's glad you have standards.
Secretly, that is exactly what I was going to do.
I
But
mean,
if
welcome
anything,
to the Rock of Braal, bro.
If anything, I'm creating a distraction for Blodgett.
You definitely successful. Bash with a scream, the Kandari vibrates and jumps off of your now sodden branch, and people exchange money. Lev, you apparently have won 50 gold pieces.
Sweet.
And you now owe a young lady in a bardic costume 25 gold pieces.
All right. Yeah, I'll split it with her.
All right. So Bash has been gronkled.
Oh, what's I'm gonna ask the name of our lucky winner.
Oh, the young lady in the bard costume.
Yes.
Wargiri. Sorry, I can't. I've had a little bit to drink. The mead was more powerful than I thought.
Yeah, that's some strong stuff. I know.
That's what happens when kids make it.
Definitely is. I'm going to point this out to Betsy. That should come with a warning label and a proof.
Maybe
Dude,
Yep.
it's stuff made by Rennie's. It is like 50% alcohol, maybe more.
should be labeled for
What's-
external use
I
only.
mean,
I
seriously,
think I
I know.
might actually
I've heard
know the
about the.
person who made that. Who
That's
was
not
What's
Rennie.
he's a 19-year-old.
That's one
Oh,
of the
then I
worst, dude.
Connor's
Seriously.
19. God, I feel old.
No, his younger brother is 19.
Oh,
I mean, seriously, that's like revenge and
his
you know,
younger brother?
Romulan ale kind of shit.
I am
I-
really old.
I mean, you can light that shit on
I
fire.
believe. This is not the face of disbelief. This is the face of absolute agreement.
Well, I have to ask about another mead maker. Is Thorin a familiar name in this crowd?
Or Oakenshield?
No. Kind of
The
short,
Hobbit.
redhead guy, balding. Makes mead at the Ren Fair. He's another Rennie. Oh well.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
swear to God, I thought you were talking about in game.
No,
I thought
no,
you were talking
no.
about
In
the
real
Hobbit.
life. In real life.
Right.
I left that scene way too long ago.
It's like, boy, these
I've
worlds are
definitely heard the name. I just can't remember. Yeah, but that sounds familiar. That name sounds very familiar.
I have a friend that used to do the Ren Fairs. Captain Jake. Yeah.
Not familiar with him.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. Bash has just been gronkled.
Before your time.
The Kandari, the sex gladiator, runs back into the crowd to the sound of much applause. Trying to catch up with the head of the
off on a dryad. Really?
At this point, the parade is reaching the arena of Fru. And you can see contestants are drinking various homebrews, possibly illegal decoctions, i.e. potions, magical potions, and chanting different slogans in order to psych themselves up as they reach the arena. Are any of the party going to attempt to go into what is now definitely the main contest of finding a hero for the city?
LJ.
I'm not typing.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. As you get to the arena itself, okay. As you get to the arena itself, you notice that there's a higher guard presence. Actually, there is a pretty decent guard presence. You can see a couple of ships flying above, and a wide, low-slung pleasure skiff is flying just above the crowd. And on the pleasure skiff, a 30-foot tall humanoid looking man in a robe comes out, stands on top of the skiff, throws back his hood, and you see it's a very handsome beautifully handsome bald man shouts,
Mr. Clean. Bill Brenner.
I was doing so well, John. Oh my god. Can you dig it?
He's had way too much.
He comes out. Oh, the fuck was that? Oh yeah, okay, fuck that shit. He comes out and he shouts, "Welcome to the 36th annual games. Who will be our lucky contestant tonight? Who will take home the prize? Oh, no, sorry. Who will be the prize-winning hero of the city? Who does the city give up for the joy and support of the entirety of Brawl? Tonight we shall find out." And the crowd erupts into thunderous applause.
Is anybody able to cast Bear's Endurance by any chance?
I could in theory, but I don't know where.
Ah, shit.
I can only cat's grace.
Probably couldn't hurt, I guess.
Well, you could run back to one of the shops real quick and maybe pick something up.
No, we're here. We're here.
Well,
All right, that's it for you, Suze. The and it should be the grassy knoll. Oh Jesus.
I knew what stoking meant.
Okay. I figured it's been a long one.
I'm not the one drinking
Oh
meat.
god, Joel, that was good.
Point. And match.
I win the chat room.
Okay. Zanum. I'm not going to pretend that I'm good at this point. LJ.
Yes.
All right. You are semi-randomly thrown into a group of what race are
What'd you say?
what's your character's race again?
Tiefling.
Right at this moment.
Tiefling right now.
At this moment.
I had completely forgotten that you were.
I so fucking often yet.
I was still back
he
on
dies
cat
a lot.
person or some shit like that. I'm like,
He's a tiefling. He's a tiefling.
It's a race du jour.
Doesn't die often. He's just dynamic. He's fickle.
Oh my goodness. So you get into the demi-human category. There are 2 cat people, a hobbit, and 3 completely nude dwarves. Um, and they're all into to compete. So first off is LJ and the cat person. Cannot remember the name of the rock dude. No, I have it down here. I'm not gonna fall back and just say some random bullshit. I'm gonna tell you the Rakasta because I had it written down somewhere. The Rakasta. No, so a Rakshasa is a like the evil cat person spellcasting fiend guy.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Rakasa is an actual race of creatures. Are more like they're shorter, more lithe. They are also cat people, but they're not Rakshasa. And they tend to be chaotic good.
Yeah, well, LJ used to be one.
Yeah,
And
that's
very
sugar
short.
frosted flakes are great.
12 minutes.
all right. LJ, um, you're both going to be grappling at first, so roll for grapple.
If it's okay, in the lead up to it, I would like to produce one of the oils of shillelagh and rub it on my club.
That's what you're calling it now.
And then we'll get to the grappling.
Okay, please mark off the oil of shillelagh.
And
All
when
right.
the lube is done, it's grappling
I
time.
would have said rub it on the dryad, give him a fighting chance.
Let's see here. LJ.
Twiggy.
I don't know, so many branches, he could service so many.
Mm.
And nobody wanted to leave.
What? No. What? No, that's always been there.
I'm also going to have LJ rage.
Okay.
So that'll be a 26. Wait, no, I'm sorry. That's just the strength bonus. So 37.
37. Okay. Kendari has a 35. So you have control of the grapple. You get first choice. Are you going to attempt to felch, gronkle, or some other moves?
I'm still not totally sure what belching is. I think we'll start off a little. If it's the first fight,
Mm-hmm.
let's not get into all this squelching and frolking and
Try a
everything.
bit of floor play first.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and push him down, and we're gonna do a little bit of frauding.
Okay.
And then after that, a bit of rolking, I presume. Still predictable. Boring lover. Jesus Christ.
Right. Kendari says, "I won't be flanged by a cat." Okay. All right. Go and give me. I mean, unless you have skill points on it, in it, that's basically you're gonna get your Dex bonus plus a D20.
I don't think frauding is one of the skills that's on my character sheet.
I wouldn't imagine so. Be aware that you're fighting a sex gladiator, so.
Prepare to be mounted and mastered.
Okay, it's what now? What am I adding to it?
Your Dex bonus.
Oh, good thing I have Cat's Grace. So that'll be a 25.
25. All right. Oh, that is not going to make it. All right. Kendari turns and begins to gronkle. Ooh, it's a pretty low roll. If you don't have points in gronkle, you can use strength or charisma.
I'm going to use my strength, and that'll be
Because
a...
you are raging, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, yeah. That'll be a 26.
Oh, did not succeed. You got a 28. Okay, so you are thoroughly gronkled. Give me a DC Fortitude save, DC, or stunned for D4 rounds.
Oh my god. Fortitude, that's going to be a 31.
All right. You are not stunned, but you did take 21 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Subdual damage, I take it.
Yes. Purity damage. Emotional damage. Have you guys seen that one? It's just the
Which
best.
one?
Emotional damage. There's this Korean guy, or it might be a Chinese guy, and he talks about how when your mom just gives you shit for something that by all rights she can totally give you shit for, but it just makes you feel sad about your entire life. And he's like, emotional damage. All right, your move next, Brent. Sorry, your move next, Brandon.
I think I'm gonna Zinkle him.
Okay. Good call.
Is that going to be a another strength one?
Well, yeah. If you don't have points in it, then yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Dex. I mean, all these new skills, it gets a little confusing to,
Oh,
to
that's a
keep
shit
them straight.
roll for him.
It's not a shit roll for me. 26 again.
All right. You can go ahead and give me D8 plus your strength bonus.
12.
All right. He had 69 hit points, but he's down to 57.
Of course he did. Of course he had 69 hit points.
All right. You have one round left. Let's see. It's their attack. Oh, man. They are not. They're felching. So that is a charisma bonus plus a D20.
Charisma bonus. Not good. 12.
Oh, they only rolled a 19, but they still got you. They only rolled a 4, but they still got you. Lean towards your strengths, as I always say. Oh, shit damage. All right. Give me another fortitude check, and it's going to be the end of the session.
Oh man, I was gonna go for full penetration next time. That'll be a 34.
Quick,
Okay.
cast Bigby's violating hand.
Well, you've been felched and gronkled. They only got zimmed, but
I zinkled them and I did get them down for a good frauding at the very
yeah,
beginning.
yes, okay. So you did get the throbbing. All right. So points. Give me a D6 plus your charisma bonus.
If I can grab one of my D6, there we go. Oh, that's a 6. That's a 6. What's my freaking charisma bonus? 8.
8 total.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're nowhere near. But
God damn it.
all right. You are judged as not winning this round.
But your opponent does want another chance with you later.
Oh yeah, she gives you her number, or he gives you his number. Sorry, he gives you his number.
I give him a good slap on the butt.
He appreciates it. You guys see the rest of the game proceed. One of the dwarves ends up winning the demi-human, but actually the Kandari ends up being second in second place on that one. So the two of them advance to the finals, and we should do this again ever.
Hey, Winter, y'all keep giving him more. It's funny.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Put him on an IV drip.
Oh my god. You guys, are you going to watch to save the rest of the games?
LJS.
Okay.
Because
you see
my
the
former
combat get
foe-
more and more intense. Basically, people are taking physical stun damage or non-lethal damage as they are going through these. And some of you realize in the final round, some of the contestants are actually using hidden weapons to take out their opponents in a more thorough manner. Finally, okay. Finally, you see a 7-foot tall halfling
a
who
double
was
link.
not allowed. He was not allowed to enter into the demi-human category because it's all about size. Emerges as the leader, and he stands head and shoulders above the rest in the final competition. All of his opponents are lying on the ground, panting, and he is. The crowd is just overjoyed to have watched this. The arena is full, and just everyone is bursting with happiness, and then some, and other things. The yes, a doubling. It is a doubling. At the end of it, the halfling is brought up onto a large stage and given a beautiful golden crown, and the crowd watches and cheers as the halfling then floats up to the party barge that's sitting above and screams in pain as Lord Tam rips him to shreds. Bits and pieces of his body fall down to the ground, but not much because, hey, don't waste. And the crowd cheers, knowing that their town and their lord are happy and in a good place once again for another year.
So by winning, it's torn apart, huh?
It's the chance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
To be the hero.
Yeah, I guess.
15 seconds of pain.
Happy the day I was married, and holy the day I was wed. But it's only if I had tarried, as now to my slaughter I'm led. The king of the corn. He is the king of the corn for this year.
The Wicker Man.
Mm-hmm. Um, the crowd cheers. The crowd is still cheering and reveling um, as the party barge begins to float away towards the castle.
So what do you do with this number now?
No, that was the 7-foot tall halfling. My future husband is still around.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
My future husband took a solid 2nd place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of him.
He actually even took it in the 2nd place.
Tell him to tone down his game. Might live longer.
Hey, look, not till the 2nd date.
There you go. Good call. All right. After quite a while, the crowds begin to dissipate. People are heading back to their lives. Actually, not back to their lives. They're actually heading off to different parties. You guys get
How could you do that?
you guys find out that there are parties going on throughout the night, and people are heading away from the area at the moment. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Actually, if you guys want to take a piss break, we'll come back at 9:30.
Perfect.
If you guys want to talk about stuff, you can, but I'm gonna take a break till 9:30.
Okay.
I need to go to the bathroom. So perfect timing.
Carlos is so glad he stayed aboard the ship.
Frederick is glad he's just decided to observe carefully first. Like,
He was saying Captain Link Hogthorpe was so happy he came down. He may not have won anything, but I'm pretty sure he got abused
So
a
who
bit.
all's in town with us? Who all's down here? Me, Broderick, Bash. Who else?
Lev.
Frederick is washing his eyes out with holy water.
Okay. I'd imagine Miss Piggy and
And
God
Carlos
bless him,
is in the ship.
in the ship hiding.
And hiding. Or wanting to go back to the ship to try some new moves that they saw.
I asked Love if he still has the sending stone or a way to communicate with people on the ship.
Possibly through our animal companions. Sue's. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I guess if Frida's still on the ship, then yeah, she could talk to your badger.
Yeah, she could.
So I'm gonna tell you to send a message to Garlos that I have an invitation to the Thieves Guild tonight, and if he wants to come, I could bring a friend.
Okay.
If he doesn't want to go, would you like to go? I don't
Okay.
want to go by myself because this is a strange town.
Should I send it to John via private message or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Yeah, let me see if I can scroll down here. Yeah, I can. There we go.
I have to pay my dues because I was pickpocketing, but
Okay.
I didn't know that there was a Thieves Guild here. I didn't think to ask because we're in a strange place. But that should have been the first thing I did when I got here. Before I did any shenanigans.
I'll say to the local. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Let's see, Blodgett has been invited to the local thieves guild because she was pickpocketing on their territory without knowledge. I suggest we go with her as cover.
Sure.
Okay.
I did ask if I could bring a friend. They said yes, so okay. If you wanted my ring of invisibility, just so in case.
I could do that. Yeah.
Besides, they think I'm a Githyanki. So they think I'm a space person anyway, and I should know their ways, but yeah. I don't look like I came from our planet.
Yeah, I found a new spell in the Ranger handbook. Let's see here, what's it called?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Forceful. Also, Suzanne, you might cast Cat's Grace on me before we start off, and I will cast Forest Fold, which gives me, I think, like a plus 20 bonus on move silence.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Or they go have a mead. Yeah.
Carlos becomes celibate after watching the scene below on the planet.
Yeah. Takes a vow of celibacy. Yeah.
This is gender fluid asexual. That's it. That's what happens.
We'll finally
Alright.
get some city built.
Whew. Okay. That was an appropriately weird first hour in the city. The
Indeed.
characters you have and Bash was asking people around about a torque of command. He gets nothing but strange looks. Like people are asking him questions like, what does it look like? Who would own such a thing? Are you talking about a commander? And then other people are like, buying magic items like that is something that you really shouldn't talk about if you're going to go around doing it.
But there are people that are being like that, though.
What?
Like, you shouldn't talk about buying something like this. Like they're assuming it's a magic item.
Yeah, well, like if it's a powerful magic item, I mean, you definitely get the feeling, you've been around the block enough, you get the feeling that people don't sell magic items publicly, especially not ones of any value or power. This is not the city where you would say, hey, do you have any powerful magic swords available?
Okay, I got you.
Unless you were doing it in a cloak and dagger style.
They're more concerned about it being a magic item versus whatever it is.
Right.
Because Bash has no idea what it is. Bash is just like, I heard about this weird thing. What is this? Anybody heard of this?
Yeah, people are like, nah, I'm not trying to buy magic items
Okay.
Or I mean, there are a few people the people who are really intrigued are super sketchy.
Gotcha.
There you go.
It sounds like the kingdom doesn't want an imbalance of power shifting to the wrong hands, which is probably true of a lot of, what would you call this, a monarchy or?
At best, you would call it a monarchy.
Okay.
Sounds
Maybe
like a
a little bit of
dearchy.
despotism going on.
There are people who consider themselves princes of the city. So yeah, there is some sort of chain of command, power, what have you. What would you guys like to do at this point? You're currently at the arena.
Life's kind of
Council,
curious about that magic shop near the border between Middle and Low City.
I am too. I also have, I got that message and I don't know what time that is, when that's supposed to happen.
What?
Oh, logic related to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking him to a bar.
Oh, okay.
you're going to talk to a man about a horse.
The
Yeah.
bar thing was basically after the
Yeah, tonight.
tonight. After this contest dies down.
You can do that after the shot, little bit of magic shopping, a wee bit of shopping.
Yes, we need some magic potions because I have none. And if anybody needs them, and without Frida here, we're gonna be in trouble.
Good point.
Yeah, Frida has brew potion.
I know, but she's on the ship and she's not down here.
Right.
I also just like going to magic shops to seeing what
Of course you do.
curios and bingle bobs they've got.
Bingo Bob.
Keep your bingle bobs where we can see them, buddy.
Cats sleep in the weirdest positions.
True story.
How can that be
Heard about their
comfortable?
bingo bob showing. That's
Well, how can that even be comfortable? It's like crunched up.
they got a skeletal system like a slinky. Oh, why don't we check out a couple of the magic shops beforehand and just see what we can find? CAD.
Okay, so you guys are headed to the magic shops.
Yeah, the ones in
Indeed.
the area indicated by the gentleman who sold me the potion of invulnerability.
I'd also like to cast Identify on that potion just to be sure.
It does identify as a potion of invulnerability.
Very cool.
However, there's also a curse upon the potion.
Oh, that's bad.
But it comes with a free frogurt.
Oh, that's good.
He put his boogers in it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's bad.
but you get your free choice of toppings.
Oh, that's good.
But the toppings contain potassium benzoate.
Hmm.
That's bad.
Oh, well, that's all right. Who all is going to the magic shops?
Rick,
Love.
Okay. And is Blodgett going? I can't remember if you said.
Yeah, Blodgett will go.
Ash will go.
Okay.
Never
yeah,
know.
so
If I
it
find
is later
things
on.
I want them to buy.
All right. So the visible people going to the magic shop are Garlos and Frederick. Is that correct?
if Blodgett chooses to remain visible or invisible, I can't speak for that. So
I'll be visible in the magic shop.
Lev will also be visible in the magic shop, but not on the way.
Okay. Um, you guys are, and the shop itself. The one that catches your eye is a shop that's on the front of it. It says Valkan's Drafts, and it's got pictures of beer steins and kegs of alcohol, but in Thieves' Cant, Blodgett spies that it says potions here.
ah,
Hey guys, that says potions here.
love potion number 9. It's basically like the underground in New Orleans for selling booze.
Similar, very similar.
But nowadays they just do that on the side of the street.
Oh, they sold them in pharmacies actually too.
Yeah.
But that's why they were called number 9. That way they weren't specifically love potions or whatever. They was
Right.
just number 9.
Love potion number 9. Good song.
You get into the shop and you see it is fairly poorly lit. The shopkeeper is surprised to see 4 people at once in such a group coming in. He rubs his hands in thinly veiled anticipation and says, how can I, what would you like to be buying, helping? How can I help you with buying things today? shopkeeper may have had a bit much meat. But he asks you what you guys are interested in, what you're looking for. How can I help?
Our answer is yes.
We're looking for something interesting.
Interesting as in fine wines, or interesting as in the finer wines?
Only the finest for travelers who have come so far.
Well then, he nods.
Look, dude, we're here to score some coke, okay?
Message for you, by the way, Joel. The
$50 a gram.
he goes back around behind the counter. Bloody hell. He says, he says, yes, I have. He pulls out a series of small flasks. He says, are we looking for something to help with combat or in staying hidden? Some support gonks, something to help you with just general quality of life. What are you guys interested in?
I think Blodgett would be very interested in some of the stealth-oriented potions, but there are several members of our party that could make very good use of any combat potions. And myself, I'm not terribly interested in either, but I am always looking for quality of life improvements.
Do you have any potions that enhance abilities to sense people's motive? Like an aura kind of thing. I hear magic users talk about that all the time. I'm just curious about what that is.
Say, don't use the M word.
Don't use the M word.
Just kidding.
Okay. Blodgett, he has wait, you said a potion of helping what?
So a potion that maybe I could take that would help me see people's intent, like an aura, or I don't know.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Lodge is just grasping at ideas because he doesn't know much about potions and magic, but he would like to be able to know somebody's a nice person versus an evil person with just having to look at them.
Okay. He definitely has that, actually. He says, yes, it is. He describes to you what's the equivalent of a potion of detect evil.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And he
don't know who that is, man. Sorry. Very spivey.
Google that one. It looks like he's got his head shoved up a poodle's ass.
Very spivey. Spivey.
I remember that name, and I can't remember why I remember that name.
Psychic medium spiritual healer. Okay.
Look at the pics, though, mate.
Jesus fucking Christ. This guy's for real?
Like all the way back into the 90s. Still kicking, too.
Yeah, he looks like a cross between Don King and a British magistrate.
Who are y'all watching?
I just looked up Gary Spivey.
Oh.
I cannot believe this guy has got the albino fro from hell.
That's not a fro. He's got his head jammed up a poodle's arse.
Actually, it looks like Marlon Brando from Apocalypse Now, but with a
With a poodle on his head.
well, like a giant. He got his head shoved up a giant Q-tip or something. Jesus Christ! People, reserve your spot now. Spiritual retreat. Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus.
I still remember his ads back in the 90s. It was great. It's like talking about your psychic friends. I was always leaning and saying your psychic friends are mocking you. They told you to make your hair like
So-
this.
Blodgett, those are the potions that you. Those are the options that you have. Potions of
Ooh, Shield of
Detect
Faith.
Evil, Shield of Faith, and Rage.
Shield of Faith would be great for me. I'd love that.
How much are they?
750. Yeah, the Detect Evil is 300. The Shield of Faith is 300, and the Rage is 750.
What would rage do? Would that give me rage?
Yes.
I don't think I want that.
All right.
Oh, come on. You get the
Someone
rage against the
else in our
machine.
party might want it when if they're competing. Okay, I'll take them all.
Okay. So it's a total of 6 plus 7, 13. So 1350.
Okay. Here, take 1350 off my list. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. The other potions that he has, when you talk about potions for combat, are a potion of aid.
Potion of what?
Potion of
Aid.
Potion of AIDS.
Oh, aid. I thought you said eggs. I was like, eggs?
Potion of AIDS, actually. You can get your enemy's HIV.
Oh, no. Wrong.
Yeah, but no aid? That sounds good. What else does he have for combat?
Those are the 3 combat potions he has.
I'll actually buy them all. Fox is
All right. So the potion of aid is, and the Fox's Cunning are 300 apiece,
300. Okay.
and Keen Edge is 750.
Keen Edge. Okay. Even though I get a feeling that I would probably use it on, and was 750 for Keen Edge? Okay.
So what exactly is the +2 on Fox's Cunning +2? because Fox's Cunning normally gives you, I think it's 4 points to intelligence.
It's +2 to
Oh,
disinformation.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, it's just Fox's regular Fox's Cunning.
Okay.
Regular Fox's Cunning.
Oh,
I was looking at something else.
I was gonna say it's +2 to disinformation because it's Fox News.
Oh.
There you go.
That was good. Yeah. Yeah, what does Fox's Cunning do? Is it wisdom or intelligence?
Fox's Cunning is intelligence.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give that one to you if you want.
I mean, I've already it's only like a 2nd level spell slot, and
Yeah.
I keep that casted on me at all times pretty much anyway, so I don't think we need it.
And the last two he has are water walk and water breathing.
Those are going to come in handy probably.
Yeah, I would agree. There's water around this island.
Love will go ahead and buy those.
Okay. And he looks at you keenly and he says, "Is there anything that you are interested in selling? Because you seem to have bought me out."
You know, that's a good question. I think I might have something to sell. Let me take a look. I'm thinking about getting rid of, I've got acid arrow.
Okay.
I don't think I found a use for that damn thing.
Hey, you're an archer. How'd that happen?
Well, acid arrow is just, let me take a look at it again, but I don't think it's very useful to me.
No, it's you already have regular arrows, and that,
Yeah, what I can do with,
That's it then.
An arrow that goes against people.
Okay.
I'll read you the acid arrow. I remember not being very impressed with it. Acid splash, acid fog. There's acid arrow.
Melf's acid arrow.
No, thank you. That's right. It's
Okay, I was thinking it was Melf's anus arrow. That's more important.
Lev will put on the table the
it's a 2nd level spell.
ooh, okay.
2d4 of acid damage.
He'll kind of hype it up a little bit. I have 2 potions that are very, very valuable. And he'll put them on the table. It's the potion of fire giant control and the potion of mammal control.
Good.
I see you talking, but you're muted.
The guy picks up each one and looks at them. He nods. He says, "They definitely are what you say they are." We don't get a lot of fire giants around here, but I could definitely take them off your hands.
Let's see here.
There's my.
I also have a potion of dark vision.
Yeah. We actually don't need that, really.
Yeah, and 2 potions of cat's grace that we don't really need.
Actually, I would not mind having those, just in case. Mine gets dispelled or something.
I guess, but like also Frida casts mass cat's grace all the time.
That's true. That's true. Let's see what else. We need all the healing potions we can get.
He offers you he offers you 1,000 for the lot.
Okay.
I'd like to do an appraise check on him.
Okay.
Logic, was that an affirmative on my offer?
Yes.
That feels a little low.
What'd you roll on your
26.
appraise check? 26. Okay.
26.
It is a little low. You're pretty sure even selling them to a dealer, you should be getting about 1,800, maybe 2,000 for these.
Hmm. I'll think for a moment,
Go.
and I'll go. I don't know these. For instance, these potions of control in particular. I understand you're not going to run into many fire giants around these parts, but you've got travelers coming in and out and going all over the place. They're not common potions at all. In fact, these are the only two that I've run into in my travels across the expanse of space. I'm gonna have to go. I'm thinking 2,500, so let's meet somewhere in
25.
between.
I've got a family to feed. I can't. I mean,
I
you're taking
understand.
food out of my children's mouths here.
I'm not going to lie to you and say it's the number that I had in my head, but I want to meet you somewhere in between.
I could. Okay. He says it's 9:57 p.m. I can go 1,800.
1,800's a deal.
All right, sold. So he buys them for 1,800 gold pieces. Do you guys want to get lodging in the city?
That's a
Yes.
good.
Oh, I saw that. I love that. Yes, you robbed the fruit from my children's mouths.
Because we could stay on the ship, but then again, we could potentially learn more and get also murdered sleeping in the city.
Yeah.
Well, let's kind of sleep in the middle of the city. I don't want to go to the low city just because we don't want to be associated with that riffraffing just in case we need to talk to some of these princes. Middle class is better. It's kind of in the middle of the road. Middle
That's
city.
that's why they call it the middle city.
I know.
In the middle.
Exactly.
And we could probably go with one of the better lodging establishments in the middle city.
Yeah. We have money. Well,
Okay.
we have money. Do they take the same kind of? Well, yeah, they take the same kind of money.
They take gold. They
Yeah.
definitely take gold. Okay, you guys can get lodging at the Juggler's Block Guild House, which is a really, I mean, for the middle city, it's really nice. It's basically where the bards who have money actually go, and a lot of them go to play there. So it's a city that's in pretty good order.
Sounds like
Before
a
we
fun
wrap up, I
time.
want to make sure to knock this out because otherwise I'm going to forget about it. The Happy Beholder. Blodgett and Frederick are going to go to the Happy Beholder later that afternoon/evening.
Yes.
Happy Beholder.
Yes. That is a excuse me. That is a tavern with some of the finest groundling lagers and the most interesting personage that you've run into in quite a while.
You want us to tell you the preparations for that next time we meet? Or should we do it here?
Let's do it next time we meet.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Let's do it next time we meet, and that would be smarter and more thorough. But yeah, you guys will meet up at Laughing Beholder next time. Should be comparatively short. It's not a huge experience, but it'll help set the tone for
Yeah, okay.
the
Okay.
rest of the session. All right. Thanks a
Okay.
bunch, guys.
Yeah,
Have fun
appreciate
with the
it.
kids.
Yep.
Will do.
Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, this is a side view of the city of Brawl, by the way.
Good
The
night.
Rock of Brawl.
Yay.
Night.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's
Pretty
got
good.
the print.
Got fins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the veins on the
on the
bottom
bottom
are
are how it moves through space.
Oh, cool. Have a good week, guys.
You
All
too.
right, you too.
You too.
See you in a bit.
Take care. Leaving.
What a night. You're not wrong. You're not wrong to laugh at that one.